Cue the intro.
Kalosas Vrikame. Hey, thank you for everybody that's joined us. We're going to give everybody just a minute here to just kind of sync up with us and come in live. We've got a wonderful guest with us today. Chef Tony Caballeros is going to be joining us, and
we're real excited.
Yeah, this is going to be so much fun. And we're just going to let people kind of come in and join us here for a couple of seconds. But he's going to take us through his experiences as a chef, working throughout the world, really, and what kind of drew him to our friends at Greco-Path Stavrou Panayotis and what they're doing with their festival. So with no further ado, why don't we bring on Chef Tony Caballeros. Chef Tony, how are you?
Hello, I'm well and you.
Good. Oh man, we're so happy to have you here with us and talk to you about this wonderful journey that you've gone through with, and you know, I know you had some questions for him.
Yeah, like what made you fall in love with cooking?
Well, I think it came from, it was a genetic. It came from Papu. You know, my Papu was a chef, and he did very well in his life. He had a restaurant, one of the best restaurants in Cairo, in Egypt, for 47 years. And this is where I started from. This is who gave me the microbio, as we call it.
That's amazing. You know, you were born in Cairo as well, right?
I was born in Cairo, yes. My parents were born in Cairo as well. But my grandparents, my grandfather as well, he was from Burla, Asia Minor. And then Yaya was from Samos, the other Yaya from Patmos, the other Papu from Simi. So it's an island.
It's an island thing for you. Yeah. No.
So, and they all immigrated to Egypt in the 1920s. And this is where, this is where my parents were born. This is where I was born.
Oh, wow. So I think when we were talking, it's like the plight of the constant immigrant here.
Yes.
You know, you've really kind of made your way around. Have you found that that's added to your culinary experience and how you prepare food? And
yes, definitely. Because if you think about it, I lived all these experiences, and the different flavors. I was in Egypt, and we used to cook a lot of Egyptian influence in our Greek food,
Right.
Then I had the Asia Minor, the Turkish influence from Papu, into our food. And then I was in Greece. I went to South Africa for 20 years, different completely cuisine. It's a fusion cuisine there, and with beautiful ingredients. Then back to Greece. Then now in America, I have seen everything.
Wow. And you know, what you've seen is beautifully illustrated in your YouTube channel. And yes. I just think it's a beautiful channel. And, there's so many recipes there that I'm going to start taking advantage of and trying to learn too. What made you go from kind of chef to YouTube personality? Because you have a pretty strong channel.
Yeah, I think it is connected, but with a different media. My job was the last year, because don't forget, I've been a cook, I've been a chef 47 years.
Wow.
Many years, So what happened with COVID, when the restaurant I was working with closed down, and I was at home like everybody else, and I was thinking, how can I carry on doing what I'm doing? Because my job, I'm a teacher. I teach cooking, and I specialize in the Greek Mediterranean, cuisine. So what I did, I started doing little videos. I called them the couch seminars. When I was, up in New York. So I used to get people that they wanted to cook, like you now, connect to them on internet, and I used to give them instructions of what to do in the kitchen, from my couch, and then edit it and bring it out, on the YouTube. But then one of the things that I love doing is trying to show my culture, the Greek culture in food, the traditions that we have, and everything else. And this is what I try to do, and now I decided to, since I cannot work anymore at that time in the restaurants, and because I'm getting old and I'm tired to work in the restaurants, I started doing it in a way of a travel show, travel video. So I went to Greece last year. I was there for 6 months. I went all around and I took a lot of videos. And now every 2 weeks, I'm editing one episode and I bring it out on YouTube. And not only that, I think I found the place I want to be in Greece. After so many years, I found the place I want to be. And this is Sitia in Crete.
Yeah.
And I believe you told me that you were there last year.
I was there. Yeah, let's not mention it because everybody's going to want to go there.
Oh, it is unbelievable place. Unbelievable.
Yeah, no. I took some nice videos from Sitia as well. I just love that area. I love that place. It was just gorgeous. And
look, the place we're going to talk about today, Nafplio, is also one of the most romantic places in Greece. It is beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. And maybe we can let's just start talking about it now. And I'm going to put it. I love your intro.
Oh,
Tony created all this for us, and it's so nice of you to help us favor Greece. So, where did you start your journey from?
Well, after school, I wanted to go and study in an English-speaking country. And I had an uncle in South Africa, so I applied for a hotel and restaurant school there, and they accepted me. So I left in 1974, and I went into the school there. I studied, and I actually went there for 2 years, but South Africa is so beautiful, I stayed 20. I was then married there, and I had my first daughter, Alexandra. And when we got divorced, and my ex-wife took my daughter, and they came to America. So I decided to come back to Greece. I left South Africa because I didn't have any family there anymore.
Right.
So
yeah.
I went back to Athens for another 20 years. And eventually, when my daughter got married and says to me, I'm pregnant, I thought, okay, let me come to America now and be close to my grandson.
Oh, wow. Look, this is shot at Kefalovrysos. And
Kefalovrysos, yeah.
Kefalovrysos. Thank you. Kefalovrysos. And they're going to have a big festival there coming up in July. And so this is when you shot this video, it was really taking a look at how they make things from scratch.
Everything they make from scratch.
Yeah, just amazing. What they've done. I had the pleasure of eating there in I think it was July of last year at the village, and Panayotis was just so gracious, and Stavrou so gracious, and they hosted me there at the village, and wow, it was just amazing. And so you got to spend some time there. How did you? I fell in love with this village. How did you fall in love with it?
Oh, no, it's beautiful, but I prefer the sea to the mountains.
Mhm.
And okay, Nafli have got beautiful beaches as well, but I'm an island guy. I like the island. And
Well, here's a message from an island, or from you.
it is from Sitia, Eleftheria.
So they're waiting for you there, and they're waiting for you at Kefalovrysos as well. And there's Panayoti. Wow, that is pretty amazing.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
And
so
look-
there's a lot of people in Greece waiting for you at a lot of different places.
Yes. Yeah, it's so nice. I love it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's
I love it. There's so many things to see. And believe me, there is nothing like the Greek food. Okay. And I tell you that after so many years of running around and traveling and tasting, and there is nothing like the Greek traditional food. And in Crete, I've tasted things that I have never tasted in my life before. So many herbs and so many different things, and I thought, after 47 years of cooking, you think you know something, believe me, you feel like you know nothing.
oh boy.
And you see things, from people, housewives, from fishermen, from, they cook. They're not professional people, but they cook with so much love, that it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like all of Greece is just so unbelievable.
Wherever
in
you go,
their, in their philoxenia and the amount of care that they put into preparation of food. And one of the things I've liked about what you've done, Tony, is that you've really brought home not only the Michelin star chefs, let's say, kind of thing, but the cooking that you see in a more traditional setting in people's homes, and you've really been able to kind of dig in, and I encourage everybody to go to your YouTube channel, which we have in the link. That it's just so beautiful what you've been able to do, and highlight these villages and these people, and the cooking that they get to bring. And for those of you that think I'm kidding, he has an episode on staka, which is something that I've been trying to figure out for the longest time. Ever since I saw Anthony Bourdain rave about it after resisting going to Greece for decades, he finally went to Greece, and he went to a village and saw them prepare staka. Ever since then, and you've taken that and you've been able to pull it off.
Oh yeah,
so that's something you don't learn in culinary school.
No, then nobody. I had on my Facebook page a few days ago. They had last week, actually Sunday, they had a masterclass on the Master Chef of Greece, and they presented the staka. And the chef asked, do you guys know what this is? And everybody said it's cheese, or it's butter, but I saw that it was very interesting that even the chefs there, they didn't correct it.
Yeah.
And I put the video up on my channel because I thought staka is staka. It's not butter, it's not cheese. It is something completely different that I didn't know exactly what it was. And until I went to Kouvaraki, in Panteli Kouvaraki in Sitia. And he said, come, we go make staka. And I tell you, I was amazed.
I'm thinking about, we're doing a Greek language fundraiser this not this Sunday, but the following Sunday for the Greek language program here. We're going to do an online fundraiser, and I was trying to think about what I can try and cook, for that fundraiser, because we're in Lent, so you can't cook, you really can't do a lot of meats and stuff, but maybe some cheeses and things like that, or things with butter and
Dairy.
With dairy you can do. And I think that might be the dish I try and do that day during the fundraiser.
Yeah, I think I must get one of my friends in Crete, to tell us if it's easy to do it. I'm sure there is a way to do it at home. I don't know which way they did it.
Yeah, my cousin from Crete will be visiting, and he knows how to cook pretty well, but maybe he can reach out to some friends over there as well and see if we can find a recipe that even somebody, well, neither of us are chefs.
Hey, if
but
it ends up being a fail video, then you're welcome.
You're
welcome for the laughs.
Yes.
Laugh at us, please.
that certainly is something that could happen.
Yep.
But well, it looks like a lot of people are waiting for you. So when you go to Greece, I guess you'll be creating more content and
this time I want to go in September, because then I'm going to go for another season, a different season. I'm going to go for the olives and the olive oil, and I'm going to go for the chestnuts and the all the nuts and all there's so many beautiful things in the winter as well in Greece. I want to go up north as well, central Greece to Epirus, and go for the pies and for the dough they have there, and it's so many different things. Beautiful.
I was in Epirus many years ago. The kids were small, so it had to be 15 years ago. And I was at a place called I can't remember the name of it, but I remember that the goats up in the mountains, they would make a galatoburiko sort of dish but the goats up in the mountains were feeding on the poppy seeds, on the poppy plants up there. So it was a different kind of taste to what you would normally, get in these desserts. But boy, was it wonderful. I mean, it was just amazing.
Galatopita, maybe.
Galatopita, yeah, that was it. And oh gosh, I wish it would come to me, the name of that village, because it had Papingo was the name of the village, Papingo. And it was just, oh my God, if anybody who's listening later is from Papingo, please reach out. That is just one of my favorite villages to visit. It looked almost Bavarian in the way that the homes were created, with like these stones, and just, it just looked gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah. So we can look forward to in seeing more of your videos from Greece coming in September as well. And I know you produce every couple of weeks here on YouTube.
Yes, every couple of weeks, because I tell you, I didn't know it's going to be so hard to edit. To make this last video that I'm putting up on Sunday, it is only 21 minutes. 21 minutes video, it took me a week and a half.
Oh my gosh.
Because you think it's easy to take everything and to separate and to put them together and join them together, but then you have to have the subtitles. I also do the recipes that I put up on my site, and so everybody can have the recipes, and then I have to link to them, and it's a big job.
Well, I'll tell you, once you guys all get to Tony Kefalovrysos, Chef Tony's website, and you start see Savor Greece, you are going to be blown away by what he has available there and what he has on his YouTube channel, on his Facebook page, and all of that. And we linked on YouTube and Facebook to Tony, so you can go straight to him and kind of follow. It was a rabbit hole. I was so pleased because there was so many different, you had different content in so many different places. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful, the things I was able to discover.
I think I'm very lucky. I think I'm a very lucky person to have tasted all these things in my life. I tell you, Bob, listen to this. I'll tell you a story. Last year, we were in Sitia, and there was a lady there, Kalitis Ora, like we say in Greece, her name is Zambia. and she went up and she collected herbs from the mountain, and she came back and she said to me, "Come, try this." So she gives me a little, like a marble, like a little round ball that was very smooth outside, like velvet. I said, "And how do I eat that?" She said to me, "Just peel it off. Peel off the velvet, and there is a nut inside, almost like a macadamia nut.
Oh,
Okay, and eat it." So I did that, and I put that thing in my mouth, and it was like an explosion in my head, with this taste. Now, frascomilo, sage.
sage. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Did you know that sage had fruit?
No.
I didn't know myself. That was the fruit, the milo from the frascomilo, from the sage.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was
Um,
crazy, Bob. It was. Now they take this thing. It only comes out a few weeks. In the spring. Now, just before Easter, and they take it and they grate it and put it into salads, and the taste that comes out of it, it was out of this world.
wow, that's
So-
amazing. But see, that's the discovery of Greece, and
Yeah.
you could have been born and raised there, and you could be born and raised in Thessaloniki, but you can go down to southern, to Kalamata, and it'd be a different experience. You
Everywhere.
could go to Crete, it'd be a different experience. Oh my gosh, what's that island where everybody lives forever? It's
Yeah,
called,
Icaria.
Ikaria.
Next
You go to
summer.
Ikaria, and we have
Yeah, but Icaria, don't think it's only because of the food. Okay? Icaria, yes, they have good oil. They eat very nicely because they don't eat a lot of meat. They eat a lot of fish. They eat a lot of greens, wild, and everything. But Icaria, the people there, they don't give a continental about anything. They are so happy always, and this is what makes you live longer.
Yeah,
don't
I'm
have
afraid
stress.
I'm afraid to go there because I may lower their average if I die there.
No, no. Maybe
Yeah,
you
I don't want to blow it for them.
No, maybe you go and live like them.
Well, Chef Tony, I can't tell you what a pleasure it's been, and for us to be with you today. It's just been wonderful, and we thank you for coming on the show, but we also thank you for creating your YouTube page and your Facebook page and sharing these wonderful experiences and these recipes and these. Wow. I mean, we are lucky we live in the age that we do, because we not only get to meet you, but we also get to meet these culinary delights you've created for us.
You're right. This is the age of media, and it wasn't like that when I was becoming a cook. We had to learn.
Go through books, talk to people. Now it's a big shareable world. Well, I don't want to keep you any longer, but I can't thank you enough, Chef Tony, and for all you've done. I'm going to give the screen to you, and if there's anything you want to share with everybody, we'll let you share with it right now.
All right. I thank you very much, everybody, for being here. I hope I'm going to see you searching through my Facebook and my YouTube channel, and I'll have new things coming up end of the year as well.
Fantastic. And thank you again, Tony, and thank you for everybody who's joined us. And we will see you again soon. And don't forget to join us next Sunday. Sunday of next week, we'll be doing a fundraiser for the Greek school at St. Basil's in San Capistrano. They have a Greek language program. And here I'm going to say a few words about that. But Tony, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice meeting you guys.
Right.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So next week, we're not going to do a show on Saturday. next week, what we're going to do is a show on Sunday, but it'll be an extended show like we did last year, where we have where we go through and do a fundraiser. It'll be online. It'll be with, but we'll have guests on the show that are from the Greek education program, but also we're going to have guests on the show from UCI that specializes in archaeology and discovering the Greek language throughout history and bringing it all together. And I think that'll be a lot of fun too. But in the meantime, I think let's see here. I think this has been a great show.
Yeah, very
We've had a lot of fun. Chef Tony's been amazing. We thank him. And, we'll do we'll run a little goodbye clip for you that we haven't shown in a while. But thank you for joining us. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ. And yasa.